On this episode of When Cookin' Was Cookin', Mom's Sunday Spaghetti, and my own take on chocolate peanut butter cheesecake. So come on back. Every family has a meal that's always meaningful. My sister Erica and I would always look forward to Sundays. It meant spaghetti, and if we were really good that week, there'd be some garlic bread involved. The recipe is simple and quick, but that didn't matter because it was always delicious. Chop the onions and peppers. Of course, this was Mom's way, but red or yellow peppers are just as good. Add in some mushrooms with the onions and peppers and saute in a generous amount of butter. Toss in the ground beef and brown. And while that's browning, slice up the sausage and you know what? Just toss that in the pot too. Next, add the tomato sauce and the diced tomatoes and simmer for about 15 minutes. After following the instructions on the package of seasoning, boil your spaghetti noodles and in about 15 minutes, this is what you can have. A delicious plate of Mom's Sunday spaghetti. And we just happen to have some ravioli, so I tossed that in too. Since I doubled the recipe, I figured it had about 10 servings, and at 522 calories per serving, that's not so bad. But honestly, what's dinner without dessert? So I put together a chocolate peanut butter cheesecake with a Nutter Butter crust. Use one full row of Nutter Butters, and of course eat a couple for yourself, and then turn them into a powder. Melt 1 tablespoon of butter and pack into the bottom of a 9-inch springform pan that's wrapped in foil. One key point to make is to make sure the cream cheese and the eggs are at room temperature. If the cheese is still too cold, then it'll leave chunks. Now it's time to mix a 3/4 cup of sugar with the 3 packages of cream cheese until it's smooth. After blending the cream cheese and the sugar, add 1 egg and a 1/4 cup of heavy cream and then blend again. Next, add 1 more egg and 2 teaspoons of vanilla and then blend again. Add 1 last egg and 4 ounces of sour cream and then 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and then mix again. Separate 3/4 of the batter and add 2 tablespoons of Hershey's cocoa and blend together. This will make the top of the cheesecake. With the rest of the batter, add 2 tablespoons of peanut butter and then mix again. The next choice is up to you. I put the peanut butter on the bottom and then the chocolate on the top. Then I did go a little crazy and I add Reese's minis on the top. Another important step is to put the cheesecake in a water bath and then bake for 55 minutes to an hour at 350 degrees. The cheesecake should have a slight brown top and just a small jiggle when you take it out. Let the cake rest for about 5 minutes and then edge it with a knife. So that way when it cools, it won't split the top. If the stars align and everything works perfectly, this is the cheesecake after it cools. I've learned the hard way, to cut a cheesecake, you have to have a hot, clean knife, and you have to rinse it off in hot water after every slice. I cut the cheesecake into 16 pieces, and sitting in at almost 300 calories, well, you know what? It's cheesecake. I don't care about the calories. Thank you for watching this episode of When Cooking Was Cookin'. I hope you enjoyed these tasty treats. Don't forget to ladle that like, saute that subscribe, and sift that share button. And see you next time.